Welcome back to Canvas and Craft. On this video, we're going to be recreating a cartoon fox that I had found on Pinterest. I don't remember the maker or creator of it, but I did put the reference photo in and I'm using it on screen. I've seen other people do it, so hopefully they won't send me to art prison. So that you can see what I'm trying to recreate. It is not my original design, but I did draw it all out. Now I do draw it out here with a grid, and I know that annoys some people, but I wanted an accurate sketch and I needed to practice on actually drawing the image because I want to be a sketch artist and a paint artist all in one. So I needed to practice my sketching and getting things right. Now, if I was to be a true artist and recreate things or to paint things for other people, I probably wouldn't go through all of this because I would be on a time constraint. But for the video, this is how I make an accurate sketch. Like I said in the last one, if I was going to do an accurate sketch, I would use a grid line. So this is how I do it. So without any more ado, let's get into the video. Okay, that sounded a little bit too much like Dad's game, so let's get into the video. Anyways, all right, let's get into the video. did want to show off this paint container that I have. I thought it was neat because it like collapses all into one little square, so I thought I could use it for like doing plein air, or I hope I'm not saying that wrong, but you know, taking it outside and painting all condenses down and it fits in like a little backpack. And here in the video too, I did try to make a bit of a plan of attack here when I started this. I was trying to figure out where to start with because I don't have like a video of showing me how to do it. This is just my plan. My plan is to start off with the grays. For the most part, start with the grays and build that up, and then put like an orange. I want to do kind of like a straight orange and kind of like an orangish red color for most of it, and then add in some straight out of the tube yellows to kind of give it the 3 tones that I need with black. I put on this iPad glove that I have, and the one that goes over the ring finger and the pinky finger, thinking that if I was going to be putting my hand or my palm on my watercolor paper, it might not get the oils from my skin onto the paper and ruin it. So I figured I'd give that a try instead of putting a piece of paper underneath my hand. So I don't know if it's going to be easier or whatever, because I did find that I was putting my palm onto other things, so I don't really think that that's going to be a thing for me, because like if the paper is there, the paper sits there in one place and I just keep continuing to come back to it. But with the glove on, I found that I was putting my hand or my palm onto my wet cloth and it was picking up. So I'm like, you know, if I get into this, I'm going to get in that false sense of security and I'm still going to get paint on my palm. So I don't want to be doing that, but I wanted to give it a try anyways. It was a good idea, but for me, I don't think it's going to work. I'm still going to have that piece of paper there to make sure that I'm not putting anything on to my paper. video, I did edit out some of the mixing. Now, this is my new Winsor and Newton watercolors, so there wasn't a whole lot of like scrubbing on the paints, which I absolutely love, and I love the colors. But I did edit it out because I didn't want you to sit there and get bored watching me, you know, trying to get the paints and everything the right tone and everything. Now with the background here, I tried to make it look like the image because I did like that the way that that came out, but I couldn't figure out how to get it to look like that without it overtaking what I had already done. So then I kind of changed gears here, and I kind of just basically was trying to tone the surface and just try to put something in the background to make the whites pop and try to make it all work. And I got to the point where I put red on there and I was like, oh no, that's not gonna work at all. So what I did was I just kind of like moved it around a little bit, and then I tried to like scrunch up a paper towel and kind of blot it and kind of like move it around a little bit, and that seemed to work out really well. And I put gray around there to kind of give it like there was kind of like a shadow kind of a deal behind the fox to kind of make him come forward a little bit more, because I didn't want the orange and stuff to dull down. So I put a little bit of gray to kind of give it just the hint of a shadow just around him, and it seemed to work out pretty good. This is the original image that I started from when I put the grid system on. This is my drawing, and then we went from this to this to ta-da, the painting at the end, and I like it so much. All right, and that's the end of the video. I want to say thank you so very much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed the video. I really like the way this came out. As always, I hope that you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you all next time here on Canvas and Craft. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I hope we get some sunshine so we can all get outside, grab our paints, and go do something artsy this weekend. So I hope you all had a wonderful week. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. Get outside, get some fresh air, and I'll see you all again next time here on Canvas and Craft. Okay, bye.